We are at the Nautical College in Enkhuizen and want to find out how to become an officer for a traditional sailing vessel.
Ahoy Cosmo!
Ahoy!
Today we are talking about how to become an officer.
You have a theoretical part and you have a practical part. The theoretical part is joining exams. The practical part is collecting sea time. But not only that, I think there's more, that you are becoming part of a network and bonding with your fellow classmates. So at the end of the semester you do 6 exams and then the second semester starts and you also do 6 exams. When you have succeeded all 12 exams, you will receive a Certificate of Knowledge. And the Certificate of Knowledge only proves that in theory you are able to work as an officer on a sailing vessel. After that, but also before that, if you were already working on sailing vessels, you will collect sea time. And for the first year, that is 180 days.
Cross the Atlantic now together.
Good luck with your sailing career and finishing the task book to get your license.
Thank you very much, Robert.
The 180 days need to be performed on sea-going vessels, but part can also be done on the inner water vessels sailing on the Dutch inner waters. What you have also on board with you is what we call a training book, a training record book. This is a very thick book, full with tasks that you have to perform, and the captain has to sign these tasks every time you finish one. When the book is fully filled, you come to me and I will judge your sea time, I will judge the tasks, and you will receive a Certificate of Proficiency.
Can I do that on every ship?
On every sailing vessel. A sailing vessel being commercially exploited. There is what we call a practical day at our school where you will in a carousel form come to different stations where we will teach you certain basic skills like rope handling, like putting a knot in a rope, like splicing, very basic. Also, when the sea time is found to be in order and when the tasks are in order, you still need to perform a practical exam on one of our simulators, where you will start by making a voyage preparation, a near coastal voyage preparation, and then eventually executing that voyage on one of our simulators. So this is the moment where you will need to apply for a Seaman's book, and the Seaman's book is necessary to write down your time at sea. As soon as you have an official role on board, and it starts when you are finished with the school and you have your Certificate of Proficiency. With the Certificate of Proficiency, you will go to the local authority, it's called KZV, and KZV will hand you a Certificate of Competency. And the Certificate of Competency is what you use to onboard muster in a specific position. There are a couple of other things that you would also need to do before you can actually start sailing in an official position on board of a vessel. We have the SCCW course, Basic Safety Training, Medical First Aid, and a new course, it's called Safety Training Sailing Vessels, which is the sailing equivalent of Proficiency Survival Craft and Rescue Boat. So these are 3 courses you need to take, and they are being held during our school year, but not during the weekends where you have lessons. So these are special dates. What you also need is a operator certificate, where you have a choice in 2. There's a general operator certificate, Dutch is Markom A, which is needed to sail worldwide. And there is also a limited restricted operator certificate, which allows you to sail coastal only. So with the operator certificate, with your with the STCW courses, but you have gained an official position on board of a sailing vessel. Namely, you are officer on sailing vessels up to 500 gross tonnage with unlimited sailing area. What more do you want? Well, of course, becoming a captain is what you want. And if you want to sail worldwide as captain, then you would need to follow our second year. It's called the Grote Zeilvaart. But by then, you will be very much used to the way we work here and how it works with all the paperworks. When there's anything unclear, you can always email me or call the office and ask for a meeting where I can explain you and give you advice on certain steps that you should or could take.
Thank you, Cosmo.
You're welcome. Thank you.